Gang, what's happening? Hey man, it is Saturday, February 27th. And it's been a great day. Spent the day with my wife and went down to see the grandkids and we had a blast. Grandkids are a lot of fun. Came home, had a snack and chilled out for a while, watched a little boob tube, and now I decided I want to do a video. And this is one that I've kind of been dragging my feet on for a while, and I don't know why, but this, as you probably read under here, is my Paul McCartney Digital collection. This is everything that I have on CD by Paul, and CDR too. Actually, some things that I did some research on. And actually, before I even start showing CDs, I want to show you this book. Anybody who's a Beatle fan, you ever see this book? Mazzy? Beatle Brad? Anybody? This book, 8 Arms to Hold You. I bet Mazzy has this, and I bet Beatle Brad has this too. But this book is it was compiled by two guys, Chip Maddinger. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce his last name, and Mark Easter. Excuse me. Chip Maddinger and Mark Easter. These two guys did extensive research in all the recordings of the 4 solo Beatles, including stuff that wasn't even released. These guys did a lot of research to find out what was available, what was released, and what was recorded but never released, what was in the vaults. They looked at different bootlegs and even talk about, the quality sometimes. This is an amazing book, and it was hard for me to get my hands on it, but I did find a copy of it way back in 2008 or 9. I got my hands on this damn book. And here, it took them 30 years to make this book, 20 years of research, over 2 years of writing, and here it is. And this book, at one point in time, I just was going nuts on Paul McCartney, on his solo career. And I started looking around for recordings of stuff that was not released. And this book has it. This book is a really great book. So I want to congratulate and thank Chip Maddinger, and Mark Easter for putting this book out, because it's not only it's so thorough, but it's just a lot of fun. I had so much fun doing the research to find these recordings that I did find, and I'll take a moment to talk about those recordings that I would download off of either YouTube or some other site to get these recordings. All right. Anyway, if you're a big fan, get this book if you can find it. Good luck, because it took me a while, and it wasn't cheap, but it's in very good shape. All right. This is in basically chronological order. All right. Except for the multiple copies of different albums that I have, because they're different releases. Anyway, of course, that means we start off with this right here. McCartney, 1970, right? And you can see that the cover is shrunken down in the corner. Well, a lot of the earlier McCartney releases that I have are these are supposed to be remastered, and I believe they're from I think they're from Holland. I think it was Holland that put these out. should have looked it up before I started doing the video. Of course, this is gonna. Made in the UK. All right, these are UK remasters, and these came out back in '92 or '93, I think. No, earlier than no, maybe not. Maybe it was '92, '93. This is 1970, 1993. So in the UK, they started remastering these things, or they remastered them and they released them up to 1993. So that would be, I guess, right around Off the Ground. And that's the first one that they did not do, I believe. Yeah, because they did Flowers in the Dirt. Yeah, they didn't get to Off the Ground. You didn't need that because that came out with a 2-disc set anyway, with all the B-sides. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. Anyway, this is McCartney, and I went nuts and picked all these up. Here, if you open it up, now you get the full-size cover. I guess maybe you're even supposed to, I guess if you want, you can take off this outer sleeve, and then you have the album. Here's the back. Here's the front. Right? All right. So I'm not taking this thing off. This is what it is, and I'm keeping it intact. That is my collector mentality kicking in. A lot of these remasters from the UK had extra tracks, but McCartney, this is just as it was released in 1970, content-wise, okay? Oh, man, I apologize. I was so tired. I don't know why I'm doing this now, because I'm probably going to yawn another 12 times. Anyway, this is a great first album. A little bit rough. You know, it was homegrown. And it's all Paul. And it's pretty amazing that he did this. The Lovely Linda, that would be something. Valentine Day. Every Night. Hot as Sun. Glasses. Junk. Man, We Was Lonely. Ooh You. Mama Miss America. Teddy Boy. Sing Along Junk. Maybe I'm Amazed. And Crean Accror. Oh, God. Like, I know what I'm talking about. All right, so Paul's first album. Beautiful. All right, and there's the remaster. All right, this is actually the archive collection with CD1 and CD2. I was going to show you the box, but what I did was I just made copies of the cover and put this in a jewel case so that it was easy to get to, so I didn't have to reach for the big box, which would be up here, or now it's over here because I'm running out of room. And the extra tracks: Suicide, which is an outtake, Maybe I'm Amazed, One Hand Clapping, Every Night, live at Glasgow, 1979. You know, if you're gonna give me extra tracks, why don't you give me the stuff from those sessions, man? That's what I'd rather have. Or maybe from like sessions right after this was released or something. Stuff like that, man. I don't need these 70. You know, maybe later you could put these out, these live tracks out. Here, look, listen to me, bitch. I'm bitching at Paul. God damn it, Paul. Anyway, that's just how I would want it. I mean, I want to hear some of the shit that you didn't think was, you know, something that you'd want to release to the public back in 1970, but maybe you reconsidered and thought, well, go ahead, check it out. Because there are some outtakes here. You know, Suicide's an outtake. Don't Cry Baby is an outtake. Womankind is a demo in mono. All right, so yeah, more demos, more outtakes, more just fucking around on your guitar, maybe, as long as the quality is reasonable. So anyway, that's what this is. And yeah, I'm making a mistake here, I think. Am I? Ah. Okay, this, like I said, it's roughly chronological. Next one is Ram. One of my favorite albums, probably of all time, is this album right here. I just love this record. I love everything about it, and I love the 2 tracks that they added to this for this UK remaster from '93. They added Another Day and Oh Woman Oh Why. All right, that non-album single is on here, and that makes this such a beautiful package. They put those 2 tracks at the end. And I just remember being a kid, hearing Another Day on the radio and loving it. I just loved it. I loved that song. It was infectious when I was probably 10 or 11. It was an infectious tune, man. I loved it. Maybe I was 9, actually, back in, well, 10 in '71. Too Many People, 3 Legs, Ram On, Dear Boy, Uncle Albert, Smile Away, Heart of the Country, Monkberry Moon Delight. Man, what a powerful song that is. It's fucking great. Eat It Home, Long-Haired Lady. Man, that's a beautiful song. Ram On again, and Backseat of My Car. And there's not a clunker on this album. Every song on here is great, and it runs together so beautifully. It was really well done. It was a good band. They're great tunes, and I love Linda's contributions on vocals on here. Man, I think that Linda adds so much to the sound of this album, and it's just fantastic. And, you know, fuck you if you don't like Linda's voice. Linda's voice is fucking great on here. You're fucking stupid if you don't like Linda's voice, okay? That's what I think. So that's Ram. All right, then Wings Wildlife. Let me just double check this. Yeah, something tells me I think I got this maybe backwards. But yeah, Wings Wildlife. This might be the album that came out after. I don't know. I'll be honest, man. I'm not sure about the chronology of the records. Those first. I mean, I know about McCartney, and then there's Ram. There's this. Red Rose Speedway, and I'm not sure what's what and what's where. So forgive me for that, because this one and Red Rose Speedway slipped through the cracks for me, man. For the longest time, I thought it was McCartney, then Ram, and then I went straight to Band on the Run. And that just shows, you know, my ignorance at a younger age, and it's carrying over. So I'm still at a point where I haven't really explored this album. Sorry, Mazzy. I know Mazzy was talking about it on his channel. What a great album this is. And of course, I see that and I go, oh man, I got to check it out. Of course, the next day, I get distracted. Life's distractions, like butterflies buzzing around my head, and I just forget to check it out. So, but anyway, I have it. I got to check it out. There are 4 extra tracks on this remaster. Give Ireland Back to the Irish, Mary Had a Little Lamb, Little Woman Love, and Mama's Little Girl. All right. By the way, I want to say something about these remasters. It's actually kind of a negative about them. When I was reading about the remasters in this book, it says that the recordings on the original, I guess it's, you know, Capitol releases. I guess Paul was with Capitol, and then he was with Columbia when he did McCartney 2. I think that's right. Anyway, the original, when they started putting out CDs, I mean, it wasn't back in 1970, obviously, but when they started mastering CDs, the initial runs that they released, um, were, they just had the regular cover. I mean, this is a remaster from '93. So the earlier releases actually have maybe just a little bit more of the songs on each of each. Okay, here we go. The original releases, when they first started releasing McCartney on CD, apparently they were slightly longer track running time. In other words, when they remastered these things, I guess what they did was they sort of, faded it down, maybe a little early or something. So you're missing 2 or 3 seconds of each tune. All right, that's kind of what these guys were saying. So each of the songs are slightly shorter by maybe 2 or 3 seconds. And that's something that kind of bothers me, man. I like to hear what was on the master tape and what they actually released. I want to hear it. I want to hear every little nuance right toward the end. When I listen to Ram, I'm absolutely stuck to my speakers, studying what's coming out of the speakers. And so it kind of bothers me that these remasters kind of got trimmed. I guess they did that to try to make it a little bit, I don't know, fixed. They were trying to up the quality of the tracks. I find it a shame that they went and did that. But anyway, just a sidebar about these things, which is not a positive thing. But they do have lots of extra, these extra tracks, a lot of single tracks, or songs that may have actually been released later, or from this period, this time period. So like Mama's Little Girl. All right. Man, am I rambling on. 17 minutes, and this is how far I've gotten. All right, so anyway, I got to check this out. Mazzy, I'm going to check it out. And here's Red Rose Speedway. Red Rose Speedway, what a great album. Except I don't really know how great it is. I really got to check it out. Actually, I did listen to the archive LP series, and I got the double album, and then I got the album that was the way it was going to be. It was originally intended to be. So I have them both in here, and I did check those out. So, and there are things like Big Barn Bed, man. I'm familiar with that. My Love, God, I'm certainly familiar with that. But a lot of the LP tracks that don't get a lot of play, I'm not familiar with them, so I got to check them out. It's another one, Mazzy. So the extra tracks on this remaster, this 93 remaster, are Sea Moon, Hi Hi Hi, The Mess, and I Lie Around. Almost a hodgepodge of extra tracks, because Hi 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 was also on some versions of Band on the Run, and I Lie Around I thought that was a B-side of either Junior's Farm. Shit, I can't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm going to go back to my old disclaimer, which is I'm just showing you what I have. So if some of my facts are wrong and it bothers you, tell me, because I'm all ears, man, when it comes to, I know I'm no expert. I'm just showing you what I got. I'm a music fan. I'm a Beatle fan. I'm a McCartney fan. All right, here is the same remaster of Band on the Run. And this actually has 2 extra tracks. Helen Wheels. Wait a minute. Yeah, hi. Helen Wheels and Country Dreamer. All right. What to say about this album? There's just... Oops. Oh, look at that. I just discovered something very important. Here, give me a second. Oh, man, I'm so sorry I'm wasting your time. But give me 1 second. Lost. What's that? Lost. Oh, shit. Wow. All right, well, I'm going to tuck this away. Oh, man. Man, this is like one of the worst videos. I should probably start this over, but I'm not gonna. Forgive me. Anyway, there's another CD tucked in here that didn't belong in here. Anyway, and that's rare that I ever do that. But anyway, this is a great album. What do you say about this? Band on the Run, Jet, Bluebird, Mrs. Vanderbilt, Let Me Roll It, Mammonia, No Words, Picasso's Last Words, Drink to Me, Drink to My Health, 1985. I think if you listen to the tape, if you listen to 1985, right at the very beginning, there is, it's kind of like somebody maybe touched the tape with their elbow or something when they were running the tape and mastering it to, to release, because you can hear it, a defect at the beginning where it's not on key. And I think they fixed that on a later version. I think they fixed it on the archive version. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And I think I read about that in here. But anyway, great album. Duh. That's another one like Ram, every track. I love it. Here is the digital surround sound, DTS release. I had a surround sound system when I was living in Laurel, about an hour away from here, and from Frederick. And when I got my hands on this, man, that was fun. This is a fun listen, man, when you hear it in surround sound. Now, I have a couple of these too. Band on the Run, Jet, Bluebird, Mrs. Vanderbilt, Let Me Roll It, Mammonia, No Words. Yeah, Helen Wheels is on here. Helen Wheels, yeah, that's right. It wasn't Hi that's on here. It was Helen Wheels. See, I screwed up there. And they put it right after No Words and before Picasso's Last Words, Drink to Me. And then 1985. But anyway, Helen Wheels and Country Dreamers on here. And this is in surround sound. A surround sound mix. That's always fun. Right? Then, of course, back in, when was it? 95 or 96? When did this package come out? I forget when it was. The 25th anniversary box edition of this album. You get 2 discs. You get, of course, you get the regular album with Helen Wheels in the order. Track 8, No Words, Helen Wheels, Picasso's Last Words, blah blah blah. All right, so you get this, and then that second disc has like rough versions or different takes or whatever, some live versions, sometimes incomplete versions of songs from the album, but you got Paul talking about the tracks and stuff. I would have liked it if they just included full versions of different tracks from the album in that order too. I think that probably would have liked that better, and then have a third disc with Paul talking about it. Anyway, I still dig this, man. This is cool. It's got the same inserts as the album. And then I got a fourth copy because I picked this up. I didn't pick up the huge box set because I just couldn't afford buying those huge box sets, all those archive box sets, man. I couldn't afford it. But I did get this because this came with an extra DVD that's inside a slipcase that's glued to the front of this thing. And then, of course, you get this particular archive edition. I don't know if this was exclusive to Best Buy. It may have very well been exclusive to Best Buy. It's so weird because Best Buy, I don't even know if you can buy CDs there anymore. Now you can get LPs, but yeah, Best Buy bonus DVD. Go figure, huh? Right? That's the Best Buy bonus DVD. Good luck finding a copy of this today. And then, of course, you get the original album, and then you get another disc, and then you get another disc. It's crazy, but it doesn't tell you. Here, let's take a look at the booklet. You big dumb dummy. Bonus film. So you get CD1, it's a remastered copy of the album. No Hell on Wheels this time. Sometimes they include it, they put it in there, sometimes they take it out. Here, it's the bonus audio tracks. They made that the first track on the bonus disc. Hell on Wheels, Country Dreamer, Bluebird from One Hand Clapping, Jet from One Hand Clapping, Let Me Roll It from One Hand Clapping, Band on the Run, 1985, and Country Dreamer from One Hand Clapping, and then Zoo Gang, which was the B-side of Band on the Run, I believe, which I happen to have. British 7-inch single. So there you go, man. There's your Best Buy bonus packaging. Back in the days when Best Buy was selling lots of CDs. And that's my fourth copy of that freaking album. All right, so, all right, next, Venus and Mars. All right, here it is. Oh, this is so weird. You know, sometimes the extra tracks that they throw on here are kind of, it's bizarre the way that they pick them. This is, well, first of all, this is a great album. It's the third album that Paul McCartney and Wings released that I just love every track. Every frickin' track on here, I love it. It really, all part of my soundtrack from when I was a kid. And after the Crossroads theme on here, you get Zoo Gang, you get Lunchbox, Odd Socks, and you get My Carnival. A version of My Carnival. All right. Here's another DTS disc, Surround Sound Edition. Now this was weird because what they did was they changed the order of the tracks around on here. It doesn't match the order of the tracks on the regular album. And I'll tell you what they did. You get Venus and Mars, you get Rock Show. Then on the original album, you get Love and Song. On here, you get Letting Go. Then you get the fourth track on both is You Gave Me the Answer. And then track 5 on here is, on the original, is Magneto and Titanium Man. On here, it's Love and Song. Then you get the next track is Magneto and Titanium Man. All right, so, all right, now the original album. Oh, and then, okay, on here you get track 5's Magneto and Titanium Man. Then you get Letting Go. Then you know, on the original album, you would flip it over. Same thing with here. Track 7 is Venus and Mars Reprise. The next track is Spirits of Ancient Egypt. All right. Okay. Then you get, on the original album, you get Medicine Jar. That's the third track on side 2 of the album. It's track 9 on this disc. But here, track 9 is Call Me Back Again. Then it gets really bizarre because on here, the next track is Call Me Back Again. After Medicine Jar, it's Call Me Back Again. On here, it's Crossroads. What are you thinking? I don't understand what they were doing with the changing the... I don't know who's responsible for this. I'd like to talk to the manager. Call Me Back Again. And then Crossroads. Crossroads theme. I don't get it. Then, after Crossroads theme, you get Medicine Jar. I love Medicine Jar. I think it's a really great song. A really great song. Then you get Listen to What the Man Said, and then you get Treat Her Gently, Lonely Old People. So I don't get the thought process there with changing the order of the songs. I just don't get it. But that's what they did. But I'll tell you what, the sound quality, the surround sound mix on here is very interesting, and I was fascinated listening to it. And I got chills with Venus and Mars Reprise, and then it goes into Spirits of Ancient Egypt, and the sound, to be surrounded by the noises that are on this album. It was fantastic. It was really cool. And it's really interesting. All right, and then I picked up the the Archive Series 2-disc set. So you get the regular album, then you get, excuse me, then you get Junior's Farm, Sally G, Walking in the Park with Eloise, Bridge on the River Suite, My Carnival, Going to New Orleans, My Carnival, Hey Diddle, the Ernie Winfrey mix, then Let's Love, then Soily from One Hand Clapping, Babyface from One Hand Clapping, Lunchbox, Odd Socks, 4th of July, Rock Show, old version. I gotta check that out again. And Letting Go, the single edit, which is significantly different. And it's kind of interesting. All right, another year or two later, they put this out, Wings at the Speed of Sound, and this is a great album too, man. I love this album. I love this album. The 4th album that I absolutely love just about every track on here. Let 'Em In, The Note You Never Wrote, She's My Baby, Beware My Love, Wino Junko, Silly Love Songs. All right, Let 'Em In and Silly Love Songs were the singles, right? And I know they got overplayed like crazy back in 1975 or 76. So yeah, maybe it got a little bit old, but those are great songs. I don't care what anybody says. I think they're great songs. It's my opinion. Uh, Cook of the House. I like Cook of the House. I know a lot of people hate it. Fuck it. I like it. Cook of the House, Time to Hide. What a great song. Must Do Something About It. What a great song. San Fairy Ann and Warm and Beautiful. Now that's a beautiful way to end the album. Warm and Beautiful. And then they have on here Walking in the Park with Eloise, Bridge on the River Suite, The River Suite, and Sally G. Sally G was the B-side of, I forget. B-side of something. It was a single B-side. And then I do have the Archive Collection double disc set. And what do we have here with the bonus audio? What the hell's in it? Tell me. Here, Silly Love Songs, demo. She's My Baby, demo. Message to Joe. Joe, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you've got a message. Beware My Love, John Bonham version. Now, how cool is that? That's cool. Must Do Something About It, Paul's version, because he had Denny sing it on the album. And I love Denny's voice. I think it sounds great on the original album. You can't knock Paul's voice either. Good God. Let 'Em In, the demo, and Warm and Beautiful, instrumental demo. So that's kind of an interesting extra audio disc. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right. You silly bastards. Man, when this came out, I ran out and scored this right away. This is another Best Buy bonus package because it came with the came with a bonus. Came with a bonus disc. Live at the Cow Palace. And in all my infinite OCD behavior, I ended up putting this little booklet together so that when you put the disc in here, you could put the disc in here and slip it in there so it doesn't slide against anything, which is kind of nice. But it also has it has the cover, and then you open it up, and there's the band. There's like, I am pathetic. I know it. And then you have Wings Over San Francisco. They're at the Cow Palace. That's right. That's the same place Keith Moon back in '73. Keith Moon passed out because he was on horse tranquilizers. And some kid in the audience, they got some kid to play the drums. Fuck. I would have loved that, man. That kid should have been me, but I was too young then. I was only about 11 or 12. Anyway, Live at the Cow Palace, Best Buy Special Edition. Let Me Roll It, Maybe I'm Amazed, Lady Madonna, Live and Let Die, Picasso's Last Words, Bluebird, Blackbird, and Yesterday. Holy crap. All tracks previously unreleased, recorded live at the Cow Palace during the Wings Over America tour. And how cool is that Best Buy gave you this extra bonus track. So if you didn't have a Best Buy near you and you didn't get this bonus track, I'm sorry. I mean, this bonus disc. I'm really sorry, but that's why you gotta pay attention to what the hell's going on around you, man. So that you can get all these cool extras. And This is neat. All right, of course, then the rest of the album's fucking great too. All right, you get a remastered version of the album, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the name of that tune. So, this is awesome. Look what I'm having a problem with now. Yeah. Go get yourself a drink. I'll be done with this in about 10 frickin' minutes. All right, I'm done. All right, so Wings Over America. Wings Over America. Wings Over America. All right, then a couple years later, London Town. Was it a couple years later? 77 or 78? London Town. Anyway, this is an album that I would like to get my hands on. A nice original UK copy, mint condition. This is what I want. I want that. I'd rather have that than the archive version. Whenever the hell that's coming out. Man, they're taking too long, and I don't know if this goddamn pandemic has delayed the release of the archive series. That sucks, because I was really digging a lot of the archive series. I like all that bonus audio. But anyway, I like London Town, man. London Town had the song With a Little Luck, and that was a single, and I love that song. And there are other songs on here that I really like, but I'm not familiar enough with the songs to be able to tell you this one and this one and that one. But, you know, I've listened to this before, and I think it's a great record, London Town. With Paul and Linda and Denny and oh yeah, sorry. Extra tracks are Girls' School and Mull of Kintyre. All right, then you get Wings' greatest hits. Now, this was really important to have for single tracks like Junior's Farm and Another Day, Live and Let Die, Mull of Kintyre, Hi, Hi, Hi. Well, that was on a lot of copies of Band on the Run anyway. Oh, not Hi, Hi, Hi. I apologize. That's Helen Wheels again. Yeah, Hi, Hi, Hi would actually be good to have this album for that. And Jet. Oh no, Jet's on. Jet's on. Fuck. Jet's an album track. See, that's how tired I am. All right, then back to the Egg. After the greatest hits, man, I guess that was kind of a stopgap. Or maybe Capitol just wanted a lot more money. Because anything with Paul McCartney or the Beatles on it is, you know, going to sell like crazy. This is a great album, too. All right. I don't know if the Rockestra theme is not something that I'm all too keen on. It's okay. But, I mean, it's just big and grand. All right, cool. And it's got so many cool people. But when it comes to actual songs, I love this. Getting Closer, We're Open Tonight, Spin It On, Again and Again and Again, Old Siam Sir, Arrow Through Me, I thought was fucking fantastic. I love it. Absolutely love it. To You, After the Ball, Million Miles, Winter Rose, Love Awake. That's actually a real pretty song. The Broadcast, So Glad to See You Here. It ends with Baby's Request. On this disc, on this remaster, they included 3 extra tracks. They included Daytime, Nighttime Suffering, Wonderful Christmas Time, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reggae. All right. It's McCartney 2. Here's where you'd think that they would include those Christmas songs, because they were from these sessions. So there are some real anomalies in terms of how they selected the tracks, the bonus material on these remasters. But anyway, it's what they did. It's what happened. And this is cool. This is a McCartney 2 is an album that I'm still trying to warm up to completely. But I do love Coming Up. Temporary Secretary's kind of grown on me over time, I suppose. It's so bizarre. Paul was just in a bizarre way, man, when he put this out, I suppose, man. But he had a good time, I'm sure. He had fun playing around in the studio and doing his thing. Waterfalls is beautiful. Yeah, there are some really weird songs on here with strange titles too, that in this day and age of political correctness, I don't think Frozen Jap would really stand up too well, right? So I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it, and yet it is a derogatory term, I suppose. And maybe they'd be like, yeah, who knows? Maybe they'd throw the book at him. Who the hell knows? All right. Anyway, there are 3 bonus tracks. There are tracks Check My Machine and Secret Friend. I think both of them are B-sides, I think. And then there's the song Good Night Tonight. Daytime, Nighttime Suffering is the B-side of that, so I don't know why they separated those two. Daytime, Nighttime Suffering's on here, and Good Night Tonight is on here. All right. By the way, it's the shorter 7-inch single version that's on here, Good Night Tonight. There is an extended version that is on a 12-inch single that I have a copy of in here. It's a British import copy of that single. Here's McCartney 2. This is just the archive box set edition, and what it is you know, I just put this together so that it was easy for me to reach it. So you have the original album here, sorry, and then, just kidding. And then you have 2 discs of bonus material. Blue Sway coming up, live at Glasgow. That was a single track, of course. Check My Machine, single B-side edit. 550. That's a long track. Boogie Wobble, 259. Secret Friend, full-length version. That's 10.5 minutes. Mr. H-Bomb, You Know I'll Get You Baby. That's 1 track, and that's 5:55. Wonderful Christmas Time, single edit, which is 3:47. All You Horse Riders and Blue Sway is all 1 track, and that's 10 minutes and 15 seconds. And then what you get are full versions of Coming Up, which is 5:34, Front Parlor, which is 5:15, it's 3:32 on the album, but it's the full version is 5:15. Frozen Jap, which is 5:43, that's the full version. Frozen Jap on the regular album is 3:40. So you get like another couple minutes. Dark Room, full version is 3:45. Dark Room on the original album is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's over a minute more music. Check My Machine, full version is 8:58, so it's about 9 minutes. Check My Machine. The single edit is 5:50, so it's about 6 minutes. So you get 3 more minutes, this full version. Wonderful Christmas Time was actually chopped up, and the full version is 4:15. Wonderful Christmas Time. Single edit is 3:47. So you get another extra about a half a minute. Summer's Day Song is there's an instrumental version on here. And same length. And then Waterfall's a DJ edit. That's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So there you go. McCartney 2. Here's the bonus, the bonus DVD from that McCartney 2 package from the archive series. And then here you get Tug of War. Tug of War has no bonus material on it. What you see here is what you get. It's the original album length. That's one I'm still listening to, trying to digest it. Here's Pipes of Peace. Pipes of Peace has a bunch of stuff. It's got 3 tracks. Twice in a Lifetime, We All Stand Together, and Simple as That. Okay? Tug of War and Pipes of Peace. And then the Paul McCartney collection. Give my regards to Broad Street. This has a couple of different versions of No More Lonely Nights, the extended version, and then the special dance mix. Kids, put that on at your next party. All right. Press to play now. Press to play. I actually like this album. I know a lot of people aren't real fond of this record. I don't even think Beatle Brad really digs it that much. Right, Beatle Brad? Am I right? And I don't know about Mazzy. I don't remember Mazzy talking about this, but I have a lot of catching up to do on Mazzy's channel, because some of those videos are as long as mine, Mazzy. So I can't keep up with it, man. Anyway, I think this is a great record. And there are actually tracks that I would have thought they might have included on here. Like there's a different version of It's Not True on a B-side of a single. A U.S. single, no less. That's a rarity. Usually it's from overseas. Usually in the England or in a French single will come out. You know? Anyway, this has Spies Like Us and Once Upon a Long Ago. The long version of Once Upon a Long Ago. Once Upon a Long Ago, I think, is a really great, a really beautiful recording. I love that song. I'm not sure how other people feel about it. I'd be interested in knowing if you don't like it. And I'd be interested in knowing if you do. But I like it. Once Upon a Long Ago. I have that a double set of 12-inch singles with that. This is nothing. This is All the Best. All right, greatest hits compilation. And I think, yeah, this is from England. Yeah, this actually includes Once Upon a Long Ago, probably a shorter version. Here, let's see. Oh, this doesn't have the timestamps. I hate that. I like timestamps, man. The timestamps to on here to Once Upon a Long Ago. It's 406. Was it 406? Yeah, 406. So I got that. All right. Now we're talking. Flowers in the Dirt. When this came out, I picked this up. Actually, what I did first was I picked this up. This is the Japanese release. It's a double disc package. And actually, hold the phone, Doc. You know, I just realized this is the one. Remember this? Flowers in the Dirt. You remember this. This was such a neat little thing, man, when this came out. I thought so anyway. Remember the world tour for Flowers in the Dirt? These were all over the place. You could find stacks of these underneath the seats in the arena or the concert caboose or wherever the hell you were watching the show. These were everywhere, so I picked up a couple and I keep it with this thing. This little package has all kinds of posters and papers and all kinds of neat stuff. But the thing the thing I was excited about, look, see? There it is, right? Oh, whoa, there it is. And of course, they had two different editions. They had your vinyl edition and your CD edition. Here's this great song, Party Party. All right, Party Party is kind of an oddball track. I don't care, man. I dig it. And I dig the CD. I like the little package. I like this little disc. Thank God I still have a CD player that plays 3-inch discs, man, because I still have them. And this is one of them. And of course, right when this album was released, CDs were all the rage, man. Everybody was buying CDs. That's what the companies were pushing. They were pushing CDs and not vinyl. And I get it. Well, I get it. I get it, man. So I picked up the CD version not too long ago. I ended up picking up a copy of the Flowers in the Dirt party pack or whatever the hell this thing's called. And of course, got this. And I like how it's a a single disc, a single-sided disc with some etching on the back here. Not nearly as colorful as the CD, of course. So I dig having both of these. I like this package. I like that. I think that's cool. And anyway, so there's the there's the World Tour pack. So I got the CD version, and now I have the vinyl version with this on 7-inch single. Sounds great. It's the clean copy. The guy I bought this from off of Discogs, I was so pleased to get a clean copy of the original album and of this single. I just wanted it. Just wanted it. So I got it. Anyway, this Japanese release has all kinds. It's got a second disc of all kinds of cool material. You know, mostly B-sides, some alternate mixes. You could see the OBI strip is in the back in there, and the only reason I stuck it in there is because it actually came apart. It's not intact any longer, so I stuck it in the back there so you could see it. And in all my OCD behavior, what I did was well, here, let me tell you what tracks are on that second disc. If you're not familiar with the Flowers in the Dirt Japanese release, this special release, I mean, you get the original album that has an extra track, Où est le soleil, Où est le soleil. All right? After Motor of Love, there was that extra track. The original album does not have that. It does not end with Où est le soleil. But then the second disc, there's actually the one exclusive piece of music is, well, I take that back. It's not, first of all, it's not a piece of music, just a message from Paul to his Japanese fans. All right, so it says, "Hello, this is Paul McCartney. To all my Japanese fans, thank you for buying my album." Something like that. And he says, "I love all you guys. Cheers now." And then, you know, and then you hear The Long and Winding Road, which was a B-side or an A-side, or no, I think it was a B-side. The Loveliest Thing. Rough Ride, different version of Rough Ride, which is real nice, real cool. It is actually, I believe, the video version. The video that came out right after this album came out, there was a video released on VHS and whatever. So you get that version of Rough Ride. You get Où est le soleil, the 7-inch mix, single mix. Mama's Little Girl, another B-side. Same time next year, another B-side. Party Party, that little, that extra tune. And you get P.S. Love Me Do. I remember when this came out and they were playing P.S. Love Me Do on FM radio. And I remember thinking, that is a very cool mashup. It's so good. I love it. So that's what you get with this. All right. Oh, but look what I did. A few more Flowers in the Dirt, special, extra special packaging. This is 52 minutes worth of tracks. It's got Once Upon a Long Ago, the long version, which is 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Well, there you go. Figure of Eight, long single version. Okay. Us Le Soleil, the Shep Pettibone mix, which is good 7 minutes of. This one, the Club Lovejoy mix, which is 6 minutes and 10 seconds of. Then you get Flying to My Home, The First Stone, I Want to Cry, and Back on My Feet. And then you get, and those are all B-sides. You get The Good Sign. This is one version of The Good Sign at 6 minutes and 52 seconds. The Good Sign is just a goofy tune, but I can dig it. I like it more than the Club Lovejoy mix. If I see something that says the Club Lovejoy mix, I'm thinking this isn't going to be too good. And I was as disappointed as I expected to be. So, and then Us Le Soleil, the dub mix. It's only 4.5 minutes, so it ain't so bad. Yeah, most of these. Well, I shouldn't say most of them. Some of them were actually mastered off of the vinyl, mastered from vinyl. So there's my extra tracks. So what happens is now you have, instead of just 2 discs, you got 3 discs in here, and it's everything from the Flowers in the Dirt that was available at the time, including some vinyl-only mixes of stuff that should never have been released. Sorry, Paul. All right, sorry. Why'd you allow it to be put out? How about that? Not my favorite stuff. All right, then this came out, the remaster for 1993. So this came out a few years later. It came out, and you get the original album. Then you get Back on My Feet, Flying to My Home, and The Loveliest Thing. So 3 B-sides that were available as B-sides at the time. But that alternate mix of My Brave Face, or was it My Brave Face? Here, we'll find out in a second. Here's Put It There, the CD single, right? Yeah, pull it out. Put It There, you get all the words for Put It There and here. And you get that nice little disc with that cool illustration on the disc itself. And you get the songs Put It There, Mama's Little Girl, and Same Time Next Year. Here you get, Figure of Eight, that's what I was thinking. Here's Figure of Eight. This little plastic thing that I stored this in, I got from my friend Marty years and years ago when he went to the Cincinnati Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and some other stupid thing came in here, and it just fit perfectly. So there, I took the stupid thing out and put this in here, and this cool Special Collector's 3-inch disc. How cool is this? I don't know. I think that's really cool, and I like the disc. It's beautiful. And here you get Figure of Eight. You get Rough Ride from the Put It There video. It's the same track as on that Japanese release. Yep. And then you get the Us Le Soleil 7-inch mix. So what you're getting is like full. Oh, was Figure of Eight on there? No. See? Figure of Eight's not on that Japanese release. So that alternate version, it's actually a longer version. mixed or produced by Chris Hughes, Paul McCartney, Ross Cullum, remixed by Bob Clearmountain. Is he the one responsible for that? Awesome. It's a much, actually it's longer by like a minute, and I didn't realize it right away. One day I was sitting around in my apartment, I was just listening to the album, and then I listened to this and I realized it was a totally different version. Anyway, so the album version and the single version of Figure of Eight, very different. Here you get this one, the Swan, this one, this one, with I don't know, I like these discs, man. I like the detail. I like how it's Paul McCartney's Bad Handwriter. Probably isn't his handwriting. Who the hell knows? I don't know how he writes. And you get this one, The First Stone, I Want to Cry, and I'm in Love Again. Some tracks from that Russian album. And here you get My Brave Face. You get Flying to My Home, I'm Gonna Be a Wheel Someday, and Ain't That a Shame. Some more Russian LP tracks. Not Flying to My Home, but those other two. Right? Nothing too special about this disc. But, right? And then you get, and there was one more CD single. And I believe that on here it's the album version of Figure of Eight. Nice little design on there. It's kind of cool. Something unique. The Long and Winding Road and The Loveliest Thing. I keep saying The Loveliest Thing. It's actually titled Loveliest Thing. So, all right. That is about half of my collection, maybe a little bit more than that. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit that again. And now, back in 93, Off the Ground. And when this came out as a 2-disc set, I believe this is a British release on Parlophone. Man, was I glad. Because I wasn't collecting all the singles and stuff. Off the Ground, man, I got to tell you. Excuse me. Off the Ground. Look at him there. Legs hanging down there. What is that? Who designs this? Who came up with this? All right. Anyway, so Paul, he's holding this disc. The complete works. So what you get is you get the regular album, and then you get a second disc with all the B-sides, and there were like 4 singles, and there were 3 songs, 3 B-sides for each single, something like that. So you get like another 12 tunes. I'm telling you, man, I have a hard time with this album, and I don't know why. It does not connect with me. And what I got to do is I got to sit down and spin this freaking thing again and check it out. I remember when this came out, and I heard the song Biker Like an Icon. Just the title gives me fucking douche chills. Just the title bothers me. I hate that title. Biker Like an Icon. That's what it's supposed to, that's what it sounds like, and that's supposed to appeal to the listener, and it doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. It doesn't work for me. Biker Like an Icon. Yeah, that song, man, I don't know if I'm ever going to get it. But I'll try it. I'll check it out again. Just like Jethro Tull's Heavy Horses, man. That whole album. I don't know. I'm a big Tull fan, but I can't get that. And if you're a McCartney fan, I don't know if you're a Jethro Tull fan, but I'm sorry. Heavy Horses doesn't do it for me, especially the title. It's the title track, actually, that really kills it for me. It just doesn't appeal to me. All right. Here is the Choba B CCCP album. All right. The bootleg album with all the old 50s and maybe some early 60s tracks. I don't know. I'm not yawning or nothing. You can't tell, right? This album's pretty cool, actually. I think it's kind of fun. These old tunes, man. I was born in '61, so these old tunes really, I don't know, man. They don't really appeal to me. Yet, I like hearing Paul and the band play these songs, man. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. The Russian album. So here it is. And here, you know, this fucking video is going to be, what, 2.5 hours anyway, so. There you go. There's the disc, and it's kind of cool looking. And I dig it. I dig it. Melodia. This was actually a domestic release, and this has 14 tracks. I think that there were, when the album came out, I think that there were, some albums had 14 tracks, and some other releases had less than that, I think. I think 14 was the max, so I think you get them all on here. I believe that's correct. If I'm wrong, and you know I'm wrong, and you don't mind putting it in the comments, you can call me a boob and put it in the comments, please. This is the Unplugged album. This came out a couple of years later. But it is a Japanese release. This was one that didn't come with the OBI, but it was made in Japan. And you get 17 tracks. This has 17 tracks. This is packed. So the Unplugged album. And I just think it's so cool how these kind of make a set, man. Look at that. I mean, they really do sort of belong together, just the way that they look. I love it. I love it. I love that. And this came with that little sticker. It doesn't come with the OBI, but it came with that little sticker. And I managed to preserve the sticker for this cellophane plastic thing that I store it in, so I can protect my jewel case. I protect the jewel cases. I know a guy, he's kind of famous, and he discards all the jewel cases. I don't blame him. I think that's actually a really good idea. But something is preventing me from doing that in my own collection. And so now I'm stuck with these shelves that I built myself. Tripping Alive Fantastic. Here you go. This is a great double album. Actually, it was a triple LP. Just like Wings Over America. But because CDs hold so much more music, they could make it a double. And that's so cool. Now, it's neat. You get 2 booklets with this. Two booklets. 2 booklets you get. 2. It's nice. I like that. Book 1 and book 2. See, you get 2 books. But I'm going to show you something. Because there were CD singles that came out with lots of non-album B-sides. I did the same thing as I did with my Japanese special package for Flowers in the Dirt. I put this together and burned this disc. It's got all the B-sides. Extra tracks from Tripping the Live Fantastic. The total time was 30 minutes and 21 seconds. Tracks 1 through 3 from Birthday, track 4 from The Long and Winding Road, and tracks 5 through 7 from All My Trials. So you get Good Day Sunshine, P.S. Love Me Do, Let 'Em In, then you get Mulligan Tire, all right? And then you get 3 more tracks. They're from All My Trials, the CD single. You get All My Trials, which was the Highlights UK version. You get Sea Moon, which was a sound check in Milan, and you get Strawberry Fields Forever / Help / Give Peace a Chance. So, this little package here, that was originally 2 discs, there's a 3rd CDR in here with all the non-LP A and B sides. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, wait a minute. Where'd you get that material from? Did you download it? You bastard. You bootlegged it. You stole it. No, I didn't. Got them right here. See? Here it is. Huh? 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 Ha 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 ha. So, yeah, I've got these. So, next, hey, we're getting close to the end, so we're going to pick this up real quick. Next, Flaming Pie. Flaming Pie, you say. I had a dream about a flaming pie. And what the fuck? Right? Flaming Pie. Anybody who's seen my, because a long time ago, months ago, I did my Paul McCartney vinyl LP collection. But when the Flaming Pie Archive edition came out, actually, is it up there? No, here it is. Sitting right in front of it. Oh, you can't see it down there, can you? Huh? Flaming Pie. Flaming Pie, my eye. So, there's your Flaming Pie. All right, so this is the, actually this was a British pressing, Flaming Pie. And of course, the CD singles. You get This World Tonight, Used to Be Bad. And then what they did, see Paul, he knows how to play the game. Generate a little extra money. Maybe it's not Paul, maybe it's just a guy at MPL or at Parlophone or whatever. You know, they would put out a single, a CD single, and then of course they put out a second CD single with different tracks. And what he did, because he was doing that radio show, Ubu Jubu, he released got these out of order. He released Young Boy, and then he would put out a second CD single with Young Boy on it. So you would get this freaking A-side twice. Why not put out the second single? Why not put out a different mix of Young Boy, or an alternate take, or put a different song on there if you're going to have 3 songs? But what he did was, he's got Young Boy, Looking for You, and Oobu Joobu Part 1, Young Boy and Broomstick. I think Broomstick is a non-album track, and Oobu Joobu Part 2. All the Oobu Joobu stuff was, non-album material. And it was kind of goofy, the Oobu Joobu song, but it was Paul's thing, and he was, I don't know if he was actually promoting the radio show, or if he just took material from the radio show. It was, maybe past that point, and he just included it on here, for his fans. That's cool. Either way is cool, quite frankly. I don't care. And here's This World Tonight with Used to Be Bad and Oobu Joobu Part 3. Then Really Love You and Oobu Joobu Part 4. Like Part 3 is like 9, it's almost 10 minutes. That Oobu Joobu Part 3. Yeah, here it's almost, Oobu Joobu Part 1 is almost 10 minutes. Here it is, it's Oobu Joobu Part 2, it's 10 minutes and 19 seconds. So you get like, you get a lot of material, but a lot of it is the same because the theme song and blah, blah, blah. Right. And then, yeah, it's about 60 minutes worth of, almost 60 minutes worth of material, probably. Here you get Beautiful Night, Love Come Tumbling Down, and then Same Love, Oobu Joobu Part 5, and then Same Love and Oobu Joobu Part 6. Okay, so he put out 3 singles, 3 double singles. Best Buy again. Best Buy had a special. You go and get the album, and you get a domestic copy of the record, and you get this special disc for a penny. I think you paid a penny for it. Oobu Joobu main theme, Looking for Changes, Peace in the Neighborhood, Wildlife, Mother Nature's Son, Off the Ground, Cow, How Many People, and We All Stand Together. These are, I guess these were all versions of songs that he played on the radio show, and he compiled them on here and made this a special 9-track promotional disc. Best Buy. So he had a special relationship with Best Buy for several years. And it was so funny because me and my buddy Marty went and we bought like 14 copies of the album so we can get 14 copies of this. I still have a bunch of copies of both. Anybody want the album? You just write to me and let me know. If you pay shipping and handling, I'll sell it to you for $1, and then plus shipping and handling. There. If you want a copy of it. And you can get this too. I still have them. Here I kept the cases for the second CD single because the artwork is slightly different, and so I kept the cases for it because I have a problem. I'm a mental case. All right, back in 1990, it was sometime after, shortly after this album came out, Flaming Pie, Paul was dealing with, Linda was dealing with her cancer. Fucking cancer, man. Hey, thanks a lot, American Cancer Society, for getting it together and getting a fucking cure and squelching other doctors who seem to have some promising treatments for it. Sorry. I have a real problem with the American Cancer Society. I think that they're making a little too much money with the donations every fucking year. And I don't think they want it to stop. So, I don't know. Digest that. Think about it. Conflict of interest? I think so. Sorry. A lot of people are suffering now because of that. That's what I think. All right, so Linda, sorry. I lost my mind for about 20 seconds. So Paul was working with Linda. Linda had a whole bunch of songs, B-side to C-side and stuff like that, right? Seaside Woman, Oriental Nightfish. There were all kinds of special songs that Linda was an integral part of. I think some of these songs she actually co-wrote, or she was featured on them. Some of them, like Cook of the House, were older tracks. And so Paul helped produce this record. Just a labor of love for his wife, who was dying of cancer. And shit, man, I don't know how the hell you do that. I think if something happened to my wife, I think I'd be a goddamn mess. Anyway, I've listened to this album, and it's not something that I throw on a lot. I've listened to it maybe twice. It's a nice package, actually. It's Digipack, right? Way back when they were, when they just got together, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty young. So this is really Linda McCartney. It's not Paul and Linda McCartney. It's Linda McCartney. And I think it's kind of neat what he did with the insert. It's delicate, so it does get beat up. Special paper. But these two were in love with each other, like every couple should be. So, I don't know how this is going to come off on this camera. So here you go. All right, almost like a poster. Just opens up, and there's all kinds of beautiful shots of Linda the way that Paul wants to remember Linda, for sure. Yeah. So. Anyway, you get the word. I think you get the. Do you get the lyrics on the back? No. What you do is you get stuff like Endless Days. Here, I'm going to give you an example. He's got all the songs listed. There's 16 tracks. 16 tracks, it looks like, on here. An example is Endless Days, and he writes a wistful ballad that Linda played often at home. Her gentle vocal really captures a special kind of innocence that those of us who knew her loved deeply. The recording is in Ian Maidman's studio, and there is no multi-track to the song, this mix being all that exists. So the mix of that song, and there's 4 tracks. You got lead, you got Linda singing lead, you got Mick Bolton playing piano and keyboard, and then there's bass and drums, Ian Maidman, that's the guy whose studio it was recorded on, and Jeffrey Richardson playing mandolin and slide guitar. So they have a one mix of this multi-track recording, and that's what you get on here. So this is as rough as anything. Hey man, I miss her too. I miss Linda McCartney. And then he got mixed up with that peg leg bitch who, that stupid model, that fucking asshole, Heather douche. Where is she now? You know what? I'm gonna Google that after I get off of here, just to find out what the hell happened to her. Stupid slob. Anyway, that's Wide Prairie. All right. This is actually a recording of Paul McCartney on Howard Stern. This was in January '09, and I recorded the thing. I recorded his appearance on this disc, and so I'm keeping it here with this. That's all that is. And here's Paul McCartney, Run Devil Run. Man, I wish I had the little box set of 7-inch singles. How cool was that? I don't have that. I don't have the album on vinyl in any form. And I understand if you have a copy of it, it's very, 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 I guess you could say the demand is high for it. It's not cheap. But this is cool. This was the Run Devil Run CD. And this comes with a second disc with a limited edition. Limited edition. It comes with second disc with an interview, okay? All right. I believe this was an import. It's a British import. And here is a mono single from Run Devil Run. This has No Other Baby. And it's got, No Other Baby and Brown Eyed Handsome. Here it is. No Other Baby, Brown Eyed Handsome Man, and Fabulous. All right. So this is a neat little package to have. Here, let's take it out and show it. Going on 2 hours, right? This will probably be about 2 hours. I like that. That's nice. Yeah, look at this. It's actually a pretty cool disc. It's kind of like it's like a 3-inch CD single. But not really. It's freaking cool, man. I like this. I like that. So that's what they have here. That's what you get. And there is a non-album track. And look, on this side you get a poster. Here. When I do these videos, I like showing off the posters that I find in my collection because I never look at them. They sit in my collection and they just sit there. They don't gather dust. They can't because they're stuck inside that little package. But anyway, here you go. All right, here he is. There he is. There's Paul. Hey, it's Paul. All right, so anyway, that's what comes in that little CD single. Neat little package, right? So this is neat, man. I like that. Here. It says No Other Baby, the most obscure song on the album. It was released as a single in 1958 by a British skiffle group, the Vipers. I've no idea how this one got so embedded in my memory. I never had the record. I still don't have it. Brown-Eyed Handsome Man by Chuck Berry. This Chuck Berry original is more familiar from Holly's posthumous 1963 single. We wanted to put an accordion on our version, make it slightly Cajun, just to get it away from Buddy's a bit. So there you go. Nice. I like the drum kit. Kind of cool. I like that. I think that's cool. This is a real nice little package, man. I'm real happy to have this. And it is well protected. So you know it's in mint shape. Here's Wingspan. Hits and History. Look it up on Discogs if you want to know what's on there, man. I'm running out of freaking time. Here's Paul McCartney, Back in the World Live. Enough of that. Driving Rain. Now, this album, I know, man. I know. It is not my favorite album. But I have to admit, I did put the album on not too long ago, maybe a couple of years ago, because there were some videos, some YouTube videos. I think that, actually, Beetle Brad, I think I watched one of his who was talking about this album. So I was inspired to spin it, and it wasn't quite as bad as I had remembered it. The one song I can't deal with is the same one song that everybody else can't deal with. You can guess what it is. It's Freedom. Freedom is Paul McCartney's version of We Built This City on Rock and Roll by Jefferson Starship. I don't know if anybody even likes that song. How was it ever a hit? I'm talking about We Built This City. Freedom, another single. And I got it. I got the single because I always check for non-album tracks. From a Lover to a Friend, there's a remix of From a Lover to a Friend that's 5.5 minutes. So that's why I got this. Freedom. I remember Paul McCartney talking about freedom, talking about how it only took him about 5 minutes to write it when he was sitting in an airplane on the tarmac and he heard about what happened to the World Trade Center towers. And okay, Paul is a genius. Paul has written so much music, so much good music. With John, with God, well, with Eric Stewart, with who am I thinking of? That I can't think of the guy's name. For fuck's sake, Elvis Costello, right? A zillion other people that he's probably worked with, and he's a genius. Okay, there's no doubt it. The guy is a brilliant songwriter, but that 5 minutes on that tarmac was not good writing. Sorry. Freedom is one of the songs that I just really don't like it. And I apologize to anybody who does. Well, I don't apologize to anybody who likes it. I just don't understand why you like it. That's all. My opinion. All right. All right, next, Chaos and Creation. Now, Chaos and Creation, I think, is an interesting album. All right, this came with that cool slipcase. And this is a 2-disc set. This special edition. This comes with a DVD. And yeah. Now, I'll tell you, man, I don't know who came up with that that palindrome signature of Paul McCartney's name, which, if you put it that way, it still shows Paul McCartney. That's fucking brilliant. And I like it. Anyway, this is the album. But it came with a DVD. And the DVD is cool, man. It shows him working in the studio with his producer, the guy who, what the fuck's his name? Guy who worked with Nigel Godrich, guy who worked with Radiohead. Paul and Nigel Godrich. Paul did, I think, a damn good job on this album. All right, maybe it may not be a perfect album, but I think it's a great record, and I really like it. And I really appreciate Paul's efforts, and I think that he produced a really good record. I do. I like this album. I think that the word on the street, it's mixed, but I like it. A little later, I picked this up, the Japanese release, and I got it because this track, She Is So Beautiful, is a bonus track for the Japanese market, and I sure do like these little Japanese pressings anyway. I think they're beautiful. So, all right. And what do I have here? Chaos and Creation in the Backyard Special Edition. What I did was more chaos. I produced this CDR. It's really called More Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. It's got all the B-sides: Comfort of Love, Growing Up, Falling Down, I Want You to Fly, This Loving Game, Summer of '59, which was the B-side of the vinyl single of Jenny Wren. And it was only available as a vinyl B-side, or it might be available now as a streaming track or something. Digitally, that's the only way it's available, if it is available at all. I don't even know. I don't stream. And what I liked was the DVD that came with that special edition had some instrumental versions of 3 of his songs: Vanity Fair, At the Mercy, and Anyway, which is also a really great Genesis song, but in this particular case, Paul wrote a new song called Anyway. And there are instrumental versions of it on here. And then what I did was I included Fine Line and Helter Skelter. These were live at the 2006 Grammy Awards, and they're on here. I happened to record, I saw that the Grammy Awards were on. I saw he was going to be performing, and I taped it onto VHS tape and then used that recording to transfer it to this disc. So anyway, that's what I did. Here I have Jenny Wren and I Want You to Fly in This Loving Game. The CD single. And here I have another CD single, Jenny Wren. I Want You to Fly, This Loving Game. Here, I Want You to Fly is the only B-side track on here. Why do I have both? I don't know. I don't think I need both. Oh, and here I have Fine Line, Comfort of Love, and Growing Up, Falling Down. Here is, a couple years later, he put out Memory Almost Full. And this was a special package with a DVD and a CD. And also, the CD had bonus tracks, In Private, Why So Blue, and 222. Now, there's some pretty cool songs on here. I gotta spin this one some more. And Chaos at Creation. I gotta spin them both. The DVD's cool, man, live at the Electric Ballroom in London. It's got Drive My Car, Only Mama Knows, Dance Tonight, House of Wax, Nod Your Head, and then it's got videos of Dance Tonight and Ever Present Past. And this is really weird because, I don't know. You can create your own chair stencil pictures. Look what Paul is allowing you to do here. Isn't that cool? I kind of dig it, man. I like little shit like that. It's like a highlights magazine. Got little games that you could play and stuff. Yeah, wasn't it like just a little bit later he put out the yeah, I'll show you. Paul's into games. So you can do your own stencil, right? And then, oh, he put out the single, Ever Present Past. And it's got two tracks, Only Mama Knows and Dance Tonight Live. All right? Very cool. But wait, what's this? This is the, I mean, that was already a special edition of Ever Present Past. It came with a DVD and 3 extra tracks. But look at this. Memory. Almost. Full. And look, what the? Like, Paul. Holy mackerel. Holy cow. So you get a CD, disc 1 and disc 2 here. Abbey Road Studios. Here you get the words. Whoa. I even have the hype sticker. Well, look at that, son of a bitch. How about that? So you get all the lyrics and you get running out of time, but here I'll show it if you want to see it. Right? All these cool pictures. And you get 3 unreleased bonus tracks. I think, oh, disc 2, audio commentary by Paul describing the music, and 3 unreleased bonus tracks. I think the 3 unreleased bonus tracks are exactly the same 3 bonus tracks you get in that other disc, that other special edition package. So how can you say they're unreleased if they're already out in that edition? Unless, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I saw this. I said, well, I want that. And so I got it. Here it is. All right. Now, this doesn't seem to want to... What's going on here? Doesn't seem to want to close all of a sudden. Did that come inside a cellophane thing? I don't know. Oh, well, I'm not worried about it. Anyway, then you get Paul McCartney live in Los Angeles. And this live at the Amoeba. This 12-disc version, this 12-disc CD came out. There was a 4-track EP. I picked that up, all right, a vinyl EP, a 12-inch vinyl record. Then, of course, I got this too, because there's 8 more songs. All right, I picked this up from somebody who got it probably in their newspaper on a doorstep in England. All right. Not too long ago, I finally bit the bullet and picked this up. I'm kind of glad that I did. I listened to this with my wife, and it was okay. It was okay. It was kind of nice. It wasn't great. It was kind of nice. That's what I will say about that. Kisses on the bottom. Here's something new. Not that new. All right. This has 5, 10, 14 tracks. I remember listening to this album and thinking, that's all right. But when I saw this incredible expanded edition, I bought it. How could I resist? I had to get it. This came with one, two, three discs. So there's 3 discs. There's I guess the original album. Then there's bonus audio. Bonus audio: Struggle, Hell to Pay, Demons Dance, Save Us, live at Tokyo Dome in 2013. New, live at the Tokyo Dome. Queenie I, Tokyo Dome, and Everybody Out There, Tokyo Dome. So there's 4 live tracks from Tokyo. All right. And then there's 3 other bonus tracks, I guess studio tracks. And then this comes with a bonus film, something new interview, blah, 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 all kinds of cool stuff. Music videos. All right. So you can get this, you can get this, and that's what I got. And then, of course, Egypt Station. So I picked this up, right? 2 extra songs from Target. So I got that, right? With the green rubber bands, right? Right? You know I'm right. Then I ordered this. The Japanese release. You know, Japanese. I love Japanese pressings anyway, so I got it. But then the Explorer's Edition. Oh, so I got it. I had to. Disc 1, Disc 2. So Disc 2's got 10 extra tracks. Had to get it. And then McCartney 3. And this is the Japanese release that comes with four extra tracks. So, it's beautiful. I got it. You know, I haven't even listened to that whole thing yet. Now, there is this alter ego called the Fireman. My buddy Craig, thank you, Craig. My buddy Craig, I didn't have the first Fireman, which is strawberries, oceans, ships, and forest. So my friend Craig burnt me a disc. And what I did was, I just made the paperwork, so I have the disc. I just made copies of this. Here, this is limited edition number 00729. Ain't that something? See? Right there. There's a limited edition number. This is actually limited edition number 1 because nobody else has this. Only I have this pirated, I shouldn't say pirated, but I suppose, all right, my friend pirated it for me, so, but I just made the paperwork. So that came out in, I think, 93. Or 96. I think it was 1996. And then he released Rush's. My friend Craig was kind enough to burn me this as well. He just gifted me these. He was so kind to do this, and I thank you, Craig, for them. And again, I just made the paperwork. I made it look kind of nice. I used these colored jewel cases to give it a kind of a special flair. And I think this was from 2006. And then this is the actual package. This was not pirated. I paid for this. And so this is the third Fireman release. And it came out, I forget when it came out. But anyway, Fireman. And real quick, here's the archive box of RAM. It's beautiful. It's got the mono version of RAM, which is really what I am really happy to have. All right, and then Percy Ellington is also in here. I haven't even listened to Percy Ellington. Is that really worth it? I don't know. I haven't listened to it yet. Somebody can tell me. And of course, you know I have this because I got the little packages in here. And this too. So, that is my digital McCartney collection. And 2 hours and 4 minutes. Holy crap, I'm killing this now. And I'll try to upload it in an hour. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, well, sorry that you wasted 2 hours of your time. Anyway, have a nice day either way.